Yes, guys, in this video, I'm going to explain to you how to get ripped, how to get jacked, and how to develop a mindset that has you brimming with confidence and operating like a winner. No BS, this is part one of a 5-part mini-series where I'm going to give you all of the tools that I use to create massive transformation, both in my physique and the physique of well over 1,000 clients that I've worked with over the years. Let's dive straight in. Right, so this first video, guys, is an overview of the 4 key pillars that I'm going to teach you so that you can have a clear understanding on how to get into phenomenal shape. You don't even realize at this point how easy the process is when you align these 4 pillars. And a lot of you out there putting in a lot of effort, a lot of energy, but you're not getting the result because you're missing either 1, 2, 3, or maybe all 4 of these key markers. So let's jump straight into it. So these are the 4 pillars. The very first one is nutrition. You need to get your diet right. Without your diet in place, you are going to make it an almost impossible task to build that physique that gives you the look that you were striving for. We're going to run through the mechanisms that incinerate fat, that forge new muscle, and give you that ability to make dieting something that's easy to stick to. The next video in this series is going to look at the muscle building blueprint. And this is a system that packs on meat slabs without costing you 20 hours each week in the gym, okay? It's about efficiency. It's about having a sniper rifle approach so that you get the maximum return from your effort and that everything you're doing in the gym is targeted towards building muscle. The third video in this mini-series is going to be the titanium metrics system. Now, this is the key actions that you absolutely must tick off on a daily basis to guarantee daily progression. It's all well and good. You'll get so far only if you nail the nutrition and nail the training. But this third element here is key. This is what happens in the other, call it 23 hours of the day. And it's these little micro actions that when they rack up consistently will give you daily progress. The final element here is the identity recoding method. Now, I'm a huge proponent of mindset. I want to teach you the mindset, how to think and just make decisions like a winner. And I'm going to show you just a few of the key mindset levers that you need to pull to completely dominate any goal, not just your physique goals, but any goal. Okay, cool. So here's my promise, right? So if you want to look powerful and if you want to feel confident and lead with discipline, and if you need structure, systems, and real accountability, stick around. This mini series is going to give you it all. Okay, now listen. This might describe you. I've certainly been here. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story in a second, but the pain is real. You know, you've tried every diet and it just never works. You end up quitting and then having to restart. Maybe you find yourself in that situation where you're punishing yourself with cardio or crazy workouts, but you just don't look any more jacked. Time's passing, you're putting in effort in the gym, but nothing's visually changing. And maybe you're losing weight. And then once you've got to a certain point, you can't get any further, you get discouraged and you're gaining it all back. And oftentimes more than before. Perhaps you're sick and tired of seeing other guys progressing. You're going into the gym, that guy looks even more jacked than he did last week, but you've never achieved the look, that lean, ripped, muscular look that you're looking for. And it gets to a point, right, where it kills your confidence and it actually starts to make you second guess yourself across the board. And you're now questioning, am I even capable of achieving this physique? Now look, the dream situation, this is what I'm going to teach you, is that you can actually take your shirt off and look like a jacked warrior, abs, veins, muscle separation, and you actually like what you see in the mirror. You want to be in that position where you have an ironclad level of discipline and focus, where you can stay in control and have that confidence and always hold that mentality of a winner, someone who actually achieves the goals they set out, including your physique. Now look, in an ideal world, when all of these things come together, you're going to be in a position, okay, where your image alone, you won't have to say a word. Your presence will speak volumes before you even say anything. And you want to live with balance. It's no good being in phenomenal shape, achieving your goals if it's costing you your life, if you can't enjoy the foods that you love. So the ideal situation, the dream, is that you have a next level physique with next level energy, and you have that added drive to pursue bold ambitions. I wasn't in great shape. I started off as a really skinny guy, top right-hand corner there. I bulked, I lacked confidence, so I tried to gain more muscle, and I just hated feeling overlooked. I hated the fact that I couldn't really make the right impressions. People didn't take me seriously. I was scrawny. And I don't know about you guys, but even to this day, I want to have a positive impact. I want to be memorable, and I want to have more confidence. Now look, when I tried to gain muscle, okay, this isn't even that bad. This is just a picture that I found from a few years ago, but I could find way worse if I dug a little bit deeper. But this is me trying to build muscle, and yeah, I gained muscle, but I got super soft, and I would not be comfortable, getting shirtless in this sort of condition. Conversely, I'd go from this sort of position to wanting to get cut because I hated the way it looked. And then I ended up starving myself, binging at the weekends, punishing myself with stupendous long workouts. I tried all kinds of diet plans, keto, crash diets, doing crazy amounts of steps and all sorts. And really, nothing lasted. It was just up and down, yo-yo style. Now, when I changed my approach, everything changed. And I've been helping guys do the same ever since. And that's what I'm going to teach you in this mini-series. Exactly the process to create that massive change. This doesn't just apply to me. All right, here's a couple of guys that I've worked with. You can see that when we implement these 4 key pillars, the results can be dramatic. You tick off those 4 components. You master your training, nutrition, your mindset, and your lifestyle management. And these are sort of changes that you can achieve in a very short space of time. We're talking 3-4 months. Ticking these boxes, working within this process, you can get crazy results. So feel free to pause and check out some of those results there. A few more here. We're talking a good sort of 20, 30 pounds plus inside 12 to 16 weeks, dramatic shifts in mindset, and everything that comes downstream from building an epic physique. So just to reiterate, guys, okay, the 4 pillars that we're going to go through, this is just episode 1 of 5. We're going to go through 4 more after this. We're going to go through nutrition next. Then we're going to go through the muscle building blueprint. We're then going to go through the metric system, so what you need to track on a daily basis. And then we're going to go through how to recode your identity. So in episode 2, I'm going to dive into nutrition, which is the single most important component of all. You're going to learn exactly what you must focus on, what's a total waste of time and actually holding you back, how to systemize nutrition in a manner that guarantees daily progress, and how to actually implement it in a way that doesn't have you operating like a monk. I'll see you in the next video.